Juraj Slafkovsky, 6'4", 225 pounds. This guy means business. Could he become the upstart number 1 pick at the NHL entry draft on July 7th? We have our Puck Dude's take on it coming up. Early in May, everybody thought that Shane Wright was a sure lock for the number 1 pick overall in this year's NHL entry draft.
He's good at what he does, right?
Oh, he's the best.
Just 2 weeks ago, we did our own video on it, explaining why we thought Shane Wright would indeed be the number 1 pick overall. That didn't seem to be any debate at all 2 weeks ago. But what a difference a couple weeks can make. With the draft only 4 weeks away now, there's more and more talk about Juraj Slafkovsky. Slafkovsky is a big guy, 225 pounds. That's the weight of a baby Asian elephant. He plays a physical game, but he can handle the puck too. Paul, what do you like about Slafkovsky?
Juraj Slafkovsky is a monster. This is the kind of kid that scouts dream about. His offensive skill for such a large man. 6'4", 225 pounds of hockey beast. That's what scouts want in a scoring winger. Somebody that can be both finesse and get into the dirty areas and finish plays. The other thing that's exciting about Juraj Slafkovsky is the fact that he is only getting better. In his 18-year-old year, he was playing with TPS in the Finnish league. He put up ordinary numbers, but he was dominant at the Olympics. He had a great World Championships this year. Translating to the NHL, he should be a skilled player who can make plays and finish plays in the NHL long term.
For Slafkovsky, more than half of the games that he's been playing over the last couple of seasons have been at the tournament level where he's been representing Slovakia. His production at that level is without dispute. His production at the league level, though, is less convincing. He only played 31 games this past year for Liga in the Finnish league. During that time, he got 5 goals, 5 assists. Paul, would you say that somewhat lower level of production at the league play level would be cause for concern for you?
I have several concerns with Juraj Slafkovsky as the pick. While he is getting better, and nobody can doubt that, he has a tendency to try and do too much. He wants to go in and carry the puck through traffic, and most of the time he can do it, which at his level right now, he can get away with. You move to the NHL and you try that, somebody's going to knock him down 6'4", 225 and all. Doesn't matter. He's going to lose the puck and they're going to go the other way. And he'll be more prone to making mistakes in the NHL. The other thing is he's an average skater. He is more exciting to watch than Shane Wright, for instance, but he does not make the same offensive decisions that Shane Wright makes.
From now on, you make all of my decisions for me.
Also, he's not a centerman. So for the Montreal Canadiens, I think you have to stick with the centerman because that's your most pressing need. And Shane Wright is so well-rounded, despite the fact that the bloom has come off the rose somewhat with Shane Wright. I think you still have to take him over Juraj Slafkovsky.
Which teams, Paul, do you think are likely to be the best fit for Slafkovsky?
Well, other teams are certainly going to be interested in having Slafkovsky because, you know, a guy that's 6'4", 225 pounds that falls to you at number 2 to the New Jersey Devils. Well, the Devils have a lot of pressing needs. They definitely need a scoring winger with some touch. The size certainly helps. They do have Alexander Holtz in the system. They have Dawson Mercer, who's on the smaller side. Obviously, Jack Hughes is going to be a dominant player. Can you imagine Hughes setting up Slafkovsky in the NHL? It would be so exciting to watch.
That's awesome!
For some reason, let's say they go to the U.S. National Development Program and decide to take Logan Cooley in place of Slafkovsky, then a team like Arizona, it's a gift. It's a gift, and that team is going to turn it around. They've got some prospects that are there that are very exciting. So I think it's win-win-win for Slafkovsky. He can't lose in this situation, and the teams that are picking can't lose if they pick him. The only drawback in terms of if Montreal was to take him, if he doesn't immediately pan out, The pressure in playing in Montreal may be too much.
Under pressure.
And I don't think Kent Hughes is going to go off the board and try and do something wild, despite Slafkovsky definitely having more of a dynamic season than Shane Wright did.
The FanDuel NHL Draft Futures still gives the line advantage to Shane Wright, but the difference between Shane Wright's position and Slafkovsky's position over the last 10 days has shifted. Whether that continues to shift, we'll have to see where that goes in the next couple weeks ahead. So what do you guys all think? Is Shane Wright going to continue to be that number one guy that a lot of people had been expecting? Or do you think that Slafkovsky might sneak in there and steal that number one pick with the Montreal Canadiens on July 7th? Thanks for watching this video all the way to the end. We appreciate your support. We'll put the link to the Shane Wright video that we did recently in the description below. Please remember, like and subscribe the video, and we'll see you next time.